Enter the dark side. Whoa. Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. No, of course, this isn't my voice. Hello YouTubers, welcome to the channel. This is Jack Brick, coming to you this time with well, something else as a MOC, as you can say. This is our graveyard, and we'll be reviewing that today. So, to start off, of course, this one is just this dirt biker. He's here because in our city display, in the layout, his jumper wood log is there to hold down the base plate. Put the car away. Start with the base plate first. This is an base plate of an old police station set. I thought it was really nice because it already has this little road here, which is nice, so the gravedigger is able to park his hearse. As you can see, it's an older plate because it's not really flat anymore, but when placed in the city, that isn't just really a problem, I guess. So, at first let's start with the gravedigger himself. As you can see, he's wearing Ninjago pants and a racer coat, actually. Of course, he's holding a shovel because it's really hard to dig graves without a shovel. And well, he has kind of a darkish look. So, and for seconds, there's a little painter guy here. You can see on this side he is busy with painting the wooden fence. He has his roller for the paint, and of course a bottle of paint and a little thing you put the paint in, then go through it with the roller. So that'll be this guy. And I thought this minifigure head is kind of nice because it has a little French mustache. And yeah, well, we'll associate the French and Paris with painting and arts, right? So I thought that was really suitable. Maybe put him back, or maybe not to do that later. So we have some room. So this is the graveyard itself. As you can see, it's kind of filled up with plants and rock section in the back. It is also overgrowing with weeds and stuff. And well, you see that guy moving there. This is one of the caskets, and as you can see, this guy really did not appreciate being buried, so he's trying to climb out, and that makes it a bit scary. It's Halloweenish, and in his previous life he has been a firefighter, as you can see. That might explain the red casket as well. So for the graveyard itself, there are 3 graves actually, as you can see. This one, well, it's probably a pretty rich guy being buried here, since he has this little bronze minifig statue of probably himself. There's a pathway going through from the road part to the graves. Now there are 3 different types of tombstones, as you can see. And if you want to know more about different types of tombstones, I'll show you these, but also in the link there will be a link to the Small Brick City account, because the guy from Small Brick City really did an extensive video on creating different tombstones, and the fun fact is that he created his video from about the time I finished this MOC, and I had these 2 in place, and his video inspired me to do the 3rd one. So to look at the first one, I use these rounded bricks, and as you can see, different colors of those cheese wedge pieces, and this makes it this nice little cross for a tombstone. Now the other one also has a cross shape and also uses the cheese wedge pieces on the sides, but I use this profile brick. As you can see, the other side is horizontal, this one is vertical, but I use these to give it a different structure. And of course, by just using one of those jumper plates, I am able to put a little bronze minifigure statue nicely in the middle. So I think this came out really well. And the 3rd isn't shaped by cross, it's just a tombstone, and we had this tile from one of the Lego built game sets they ever released. I don't know which one, but anyway, I thought it was a nice one because it has a skull on it and 2 of those little dots. And on the base plate I use these white larger jumper plates to create a kind of structure, like I said, inspired by Small Brick City, to give the grave a little bit better look. And of course these 2 also have these tiles which represent the stone itself. So on the edges there's a lot of greenery, and in between the graves also. And of course some trees to make it all a bit fill out. Now I also made this hearse, and the hearse is created for carrying heavy loads. So as you can see, underneath there's this special, I can't get it off, it's a special axle brick with the ability to, what do you call it, to create a suspension effect, I guess. So it is suspended, so when there's a gasket in the back, of course it goes like this. And I think it came out really dark and well. I like the combination of the black and the red, and I try to give it some of a USA look. So it has a big front. I don't know if this no, I don't think there's an engine in there. No. No engine this time. I built it a while back, so. The sides is really nice and red. I use these to create the effect of curtains. And in the back you are able to open it up. So in the front it is actually a two-seater. So there's your steering wheel, and as you can see through here, trying to get the camera to focus. Yeah, there's a little radio display there, steering wheel, the handbrake, and space to fit into minifigures, of course, including doors, little red bench for the red seats. And if you open this up, because I tried to create it in such a way this would remove easily, and it kind of removed easily. It's not one of my best builds, I must say. Now if I take out this skeleton and I'm just rebuilding the casket to its closed build. So here's your casket. And it does in fact fit in the back of the hearse. The camera is completely out of focus today. But it is a bit of a hassle to get it in right. So, there it is. Now, of course, the grave digger is able to drive off. With this piece of dead stuff in the back. Well, this is a team which kind of scares my minifigure. So, as you can see, he's really scared. But to demonstrate that you are able to place two minifigs in the car, I'm still going to place him in there. I'm really sorry about that. Put on the roof. So now we have a nicely filled out hearse. The casket in the back, two minifigs in the front, the grave digger, and of course my own. Now as for the length of this hearse, you might think it is a pretty long vehicle, right? But if you check one of my other videos, we've made a station car, and if you place the station car next to this one, they're kind of from the same length. So I think it came out really well. So up next there's a little show and tell about how the graveyard is positioned in Brickstow City, and then we will end the video. So stay tuned for the graveyard in our city layout. So here we have our little graveyard positioned in the city. As you can see, it is in between the part of Brickstow and then going to Brickberry Springs, and there's a little road going towards it, and there you have it. It's next to a little gold mine there. So that'll be all for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys here on YouTube or on Instagram.